Okay, collective. We are back with one more read for today, Thursday, May the 8th. My baby turned 18 today, y'all. We have Mayhem protection. So let's get into one more read. First off, thank my ancestors of my highest good, of high vibrations of both love, light, and dark. Ashe. Thank y'all very much for guiding me, for protecting me, for passing down the knowledge and the wisdom in order to help me overcome all these trials and obstacles, in order to get my testimony as proof to the existence of the Most High God. And so thank you, Most High God, for choosing me to be whoever it is that you needed me to be in order to go through the things that I have went through and overcome them, to show that you are Most High Source. Ashe. Thank you to my spirit guides for guiding me, helping me traverse through this crazy energy, as it is typically very fluctuating and can be difficult at times, but y'all guide me through it. We have Cancer. Your feelings, attitudes from the past about. Use your intuition about something that happened in the past. So this is like I was saying, guiding, I don't think, oh, why is this leaning like that? Fuck. These kids don't mess with this so much, bro. Anyways, it's crooked, y'all. So but whether also, so thank you, spirit guides. I'll show you. To all those who have been newly released from spiritual jail, welcome. You may remain if you wish to help with the truth and clarity and delivery of this message, only if it is of high vibration, whether light or dark, does not matter. Others, you must leave. Let's freeze any energies, archangels. I'll shade to the archangels as well. Let's freeze any energy that I do not need for this read. And protect my energy at this time, as well as the collective's energy, as I give out this read, to deliver the most clear and concise messages as possible to the collective. Ashe. Candy Cane Angel, it's time for a treat. And then we still have Cancer at the bottom. I'm going to leave them out to the side. Yo, I don't know if anybody else is feeling like this anxious energy, but man, it's like my heart is like pumped, like my heart has been in like shit. That would happen, right? I don't know what these kids be doing to my like what the fuck? Excuse my language. But anyway, let's continue collecting. So anxious energy, y'all. We have complete change, and change can hurt. It is normal, but it definitely can hurt, especially when you're going from levels of being used to a particular type of lifestyle or a particular type of just way of being, like situations, cycles, old things that resurface. You think you're healed from something and then it comes back. I don't know where I'm going with this. weird anxious energy around me. I don't know if somebody in the collective is anxious, but we're about to see. I don't know if anybody else has been having ascension symptoms, but when I say I'm having ascension symptoms, collective, always make the decisions that are best for you. Forget what everybody say. I don't know if people are realizing the type of times that we are in, but we are at a point of time at a turning point in evolution, not just for ourselves, but in evolution period when it comes to all mankind, humankind, beings of all kind. And it's important for us to realize to not go with the crowd, baby, because the crowd is so confused, so confused. So it's important at this time that you got to be strong on your own, and you have to be able to stand on your own and walk on your own. You have to be willing to be okay with that. A lot of us grew up without our parents or without proper guidance. here I am faced with a difficult decision, or where it seems like there's no way out. I know there's a way out. There's no way that I feel like the Most High God puts these things and obstacles in our face, these trials in our face, and not give us an antidote, not give us a way out, right? Meadow of moments, bask in the meadow of moments, where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. They need to do that on a better background. So this is like focusing on the here and now. Focus on what you can control now. What factors can you control and what can you not control? And then you move forward with that. And one thing we can't do collective is control other people. So somebody could be at a turning point in their life where they're realizing where they thought that all these people would go with them into this next chapter in their life, this higher chapter, high vibrational chapter. They're realizing that people just simply cannot go with them. And a lot of times they be lonely. And we have to be able to accept that, okay? So, yep, open doors and carried away. Open doors says, you have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. And this can be a situation where somebody has a lot of options, and where they would typically, in the past, they may have had many people around them who help them make decisions. This open door, these options that are being presented to them, or that have been presented to them, they don't call for the room of outside influences or choices. This is, sometimes we come to a point in time in our life where God sit us down and say, you have to make this choice on your own. Sometimes not with spirit guides. Some trials and tribulations in our lives, y'all, we have to make decisions on our own. Typically, we have the spirit guides to help guide us through them, but there are certain key points and turning points in your life where you'll have to make the decision on your own. Carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. So somebody could be looking at moving forward with some type of romantic offer or something, some type of offer, and where this person may have had outside influences or others around them that typically would help them make a decision when it comes to their love life or romantic life. This person is coming to a turning point in their life where they're realizing they have to make this decision on their own. And this seems to be a very tough decision, but I feel like this person knows the right thing to do, right? On the mend. Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. And this is like not letting old situations or old situations play a role in the decision that you have to make. Somebody is at a key turning point in their life, and it may have them feeling like they're really anxious at this time. Roots of stability. So on the mend, roots of stability, ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing stable base from which love and career can bloom. So this is a situation, okay. So somebody may have made decisions or choices that was best for their career or best for their love life. And someone has, it seems like someone has is coming to a crossroads, right? They've come to a crossroads where vortex of change. See, vortex of change to the more adventures. New doors are opening up in someone's love and career life. So where someone may have always picked love over career or career over love, someone is being presented with opportunities that is going to presented with opportunities where they can have both. And this person must choose how to balance the two. That's what I'm getting. Roots of stability. How to balance the two. How to mesh them together in order to be able to have both. Because where this person may have felt like they've always chosen career over love, or vice versa. And then we have, ignite ambition. So pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. Vortex of creativity. So somebody got to get creative. Somebody is having to be realistic and get creative with how they're going to balance a career and a love life. Because we have Valley of shadows. Step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. This is like the path less traveled. So like I said, where somebody may have chosen love over career, career over love at a point in time in their life, they have come to a crossroads where doors are opening for them to have both. But because they have only focused on one particular area more than the other, walking unscathed. So where they may have focused on one over the other, or just completely obliterated or forgot about the thought of other, or counted out factored out the other when focusing on just one, someone is being presented with an opportunity to have both. But they must ground themselves in stability. They must ground themselves in their roots so they can figure out a creative way of how to combine the two. So this could be a situation where it's like a family business, somebody starting a family business with a wife or husband, where they can have love, career, stability, all those things, also while building generational wealth, because that's what I'm getting from roots and stability. And things are on the mend. It says be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. So this is definitely a situation where somebody may have chosen career over their heart. Heartbreak is a life-changing thing. People don't consider in their heart, there are those that are wicked and dark that do know this, are full aware of this. If love is the highest form of vibration, then heartbreak, literally, people lose their souls to heartbreak because of heartbreak, or they close their hearts off, not realizing when you shut your heart off, you shut off your connection with the Most High God. And there's vortex of change. Again, vortex of change says engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Energy swirling. So energies of career and love. That's what I'm getting. As somebody is healing their heart, they're realizing that they can have both, and not to get carried away with just the romanticized factor in whatever this is, because new doors are opening, allowing this person to be creative. Somebody is creative. They like to use their solar plexus. I'm getting solar plexus energy a lot. Don't want to use this. A hater with a fake apology. I'm not even finna go here. Nope. That was knocked off. What is this? Aquarius is in the reverse. All are capable of dreaming, but it is those who surrender to vision who are visionaries, and it's in the reverse. Somebody don't want somebody to see their visions through. Somebody knows, somebody is very full aware. I don't even want to do the karmic aspects of it yet. And somebody is going to have sweet success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. See? Everything you want. What I say? Somebody is learning how to blend together romantic love and career. And this could be in the form of a family business where they can be a workaholic, but maybe with their spouse, or be a workaholic, or maybe incorporate their children and their wife or husbands. Well, I say husbands with an S. I didn't mean that correctly. So, well, what doors are being opened for this person? What doors are being opened for this person? Independence. Baby, manage money yourself. Look, doors being open. You have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. And what did I say about factoring in? It's choose what's right to the independently, right? And the independence says manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. Don't depend on others to make decisions for you, because some chapters in your life, the Most High sets up to where only you can make that decision. Carried away. Public face. Don't get carried away. Look, let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment And the public face says, follow your heart, become who you want to be, earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. So somebody is a romanticizer. And this may be a person who hid that they were romantic, right? Because they know how the world eats up people who operate out of their heart chakra. But now it's time for somebody to choose, somebody to see that they can be romantic and be a go-getter and be a career focused person and be a love-focused, family-focused person. And they are going to be the public face of what being and operating in their authentic self looks like, you know? On the men, it says, be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. Loyalty. And as you heal your heart, see, people think that one heartbreak, and although it be devastating, right? They think that one heartbreak applies to everyone, and it does not, right? Because sometimes the heartbreak happens in order to test our loyalty, or to test the loyalty or show us the loyalty of the others around us. The others around us who may not have been loyal, who we thought were loyal, who we trusted with our hearts, and who we depended on to help us make decisions. But we have to come to a point where we are set down by ourselves and realize that we depended too much on outside forces instead of within to make decisions for us. And maybe that is the reason why we got our heart broken, because we put too much faith in others instead of inside. Loyalty. True friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. Be loyal to your friends on the men. So somebody's loyalty was tested. Somebody's heart was broken when they found out that the people that they have been allowing in their lives to make decisions for them have given them wrong advice. I can say if it's on purpose or not, but giving them the wrong advice because a person left too much of their personal life or spiritual decisions that only, not even spiritual decisions, career decisions. This is like having a group of friends that you've grown up around, right? And people forget that as we grow older, we grow apart from people. We become different people as we get older because of the different life experiences. Nobody can live your life for you or through you, okay? And so we grow older with these friends. We may have grown up from elementary, and we have always counted and leaned on them giving their opinions when it comes to us making decisions. And somebody got their heart broken because they found that loyalty, it comes and goes. Loyalty comes and goes, or that people's loyalty were tested when it came time for somebody to make a decision when it comes to career and love. And these people may have had their best interests at heart at a point of time, but everybody don't go down the same path. Remember that. And everybody don't have the creative genius that you do, the intellect that you do. And you will come to a point of time in your life where you realize that because others don't have the dreams that you have and have the means or the needs in order to accomplish those things, they will strategically and purposefully, most of the time, hold you back by saying, oh, choose your career and think about the money aspect of it first and then focus on love later. And you end up getting your heart broken. You end up, counting yourself out of something where a romantic situation where you could have had both. And it's very hurtful and breaks your heart even more when you realize that the people who guided you on this path of, money over love type of thing, right? Then you lose out on great things and you start to question people's loyalty. And that does break your heart, Roots of stability, ground yourself in what nurtures, roots of stability, ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing stable base from which love and career can bloom. A stable base from which love and career can bloom. And then we have moving up. Go to the next level. Career is on the rise. New offers and opportunities, salary increase. So somebody definitely is being put investments. Somebody invested wisely in something and they're getting a return on their investments, and they're realizing that this return has got to be maybe a life-changing or a life-altering enough return on someone's investment where it is going to allow them to have love and career and family. You see what I'm saying? Somebody may have worked very, very hard in their lives or in their life, and they may have chosen career over love because they just didn't feel like that they were where they needed to be. But now, and this is like a person who always said, well, if I get this amount of money, or if I hit this, like they set a savings goal, or if they have this amount of money, then they can start focusing on family and love and things like that, or incorporate family, children, you know, romance and stuff like that, and they can incorporate with that with their career. I don't think a person ever thought that they would get to this point. And that's because they had people around them that were constantly in their ear helping make decisions for them. Yep. Fertility. Don't sacrifice family for career. It says fertility. It's time to think about family, life, and children. What did I say? Wealth. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the good work. To invest wisely. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. And somebody done got a turn. Yep. Somebody done got a return on their investment, and we have direction. Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. So somebody had a mentor, a negative mentor, that didn't want them to go past the point that the mentor may not have ever gotten past. And somebody's seen that somebody invested wisely and they had good things coming to them, right? So this mentor and or friends, mentor could be a group of people. Remember that? Do a divine abundance. Okay. Yep, see? Wheel of Fortune to the Ace of Cups. Somebody is definitely going to be able to incorporate love. Somebody got an investment, and I don't think this person ever thought that they would ever get to or hit the certain money goal or savings goal that they had set out. That would have, you know, it's like setting a goal and saying, okay, I want to have X amount of dollars before I pursue a romantic love life and have a family and, you know, all that. And I think a person works very hard, but they didn't ever think that they were going to get there. Somebody invested in something and they got a return on their investment. It's like, guys, like, okay, boom, here you go. You know, you said you was going to get a family and, you know, have a wife and or husband and kids and stuff. And you hit this amount of money and you invested wisely. You listen to your spirit guides instead of the outside sources. You listen internally to the spirit guides, to the ancestors, to your higher self. And you say, well, if I get to X amount of dollars, please help me get to X amount of dollars because then I can provide for my family, right? And somebody didn't think that they would ever hit that. And I think some came or they got a return on their investment sooner than what they thought. And now it's like, oh my God, it's happening. Now I'm here. Matter of fact, I'm past where the goal that I set for myself, I'm past that. I done surpassed that. And it's happening so fast. And somebody is very anxious. I'm gonna say ancient. Somebody maybe have, look, 10 of Pentacles. Bro, I can't make it up. So we got 10 of Pentacles. That's the overall energy. Somebody has surpassed the goal that they set for themselves, and now it's time to have a romantic life, family, whatever. And yep, 9 of Wands to the 7 of Cups. Yep, it's time to heal all them illusions or what you it's time to heal all them illusions and stuff, or where you thought you would never have a choice. That's over with now. The choices, it's like the illusions are over. The choices is here. You know, everything that you dreamt of is here now. It's not just a dream. This is actually happening. Somebody is hella anxious. Somebody like, oh my God, this is happening. This is really happening. Look, Ace of Swords. That's the fucking truth, y'all. This is really happening. Oh my God. Bro, somebody is hella anxious. Nervous. Excited, nervous, anxious, heart palpitations. I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. Look. Stability, foundation. Somebody never thought that they would get to this point. I promise you, somebody never thought that they would come to this point where they would actually reach their financial goals in order to start a family. And it's here. It's here so much more sooner than what they thought. And it's more than what they could have ever asked for. Look, 4 wands to the temperance. Somebody was being guided. Somebody's listened to their spirit guides when it came to investments. Archangels, Ashe, ancestors of my highest good, of love and light and love and dark, please remove any, look, now it's time to give that offer. Somebody could already have someone in mind. This may be someone who has a girlfriend or boyfriend and they just never wanted to move forward until they were financially stable. And now that they've hit their financial goal or surpassed it, now it's time to give that offer. Somebody is nervous, bro. Somebody want to offer somebody a cup of love, romance. Somebody is passionate about somebody. They want to offer them a home. They know that this person is they want to offer the person the truth. They ending all illusions. This is like ending dreaming about something and bringing it into fruition. Ending dreaming about something and bringing it into fruition. This is what I'm getting. 7 of Cups to Death, Ace of Swords to the 4 Wands. Alright, Light Spirit, like, alright, yeah, you wanted this? Okay, we finna give it to you. Oh, you thought you was gonna hit it then? Bye. It's right there. Look, somebody listened to their spirit guides. Somebody went deep within themselves and they stopped listening to outside sources or forces. Somebody got some big return on their investment. That's good. And they're moving on up. Look, moving up to the roots. Loyalty on the men. Public face, don't get carried away though. That's what they said. Don't get in the public and get carried away. Yeah. Somebody has been working very hard to accomplish a goal. And they got there before they even expected that they would get there. Yep. Somebody can have a career as a healer, as a worldwide healer. Somebody is bringing forth healing abilities or powers, or somebody may have healed their financial, I'm hearing a financial bloodline curse or something. Somebody healed it because they went within and they listened to their spirit teams and stuff and the divine. Yep, justice to the Hierophant, to the Page of Swords. God has been watching this person in every step that they take. And watching the people around this person. Well, you didn't even let me ask, Lord. Look, open doors to carried away to the 8 of Cups. Open doors says you have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. Somebody done chose what they know to be facts. And they don't walk away from what no longer serves them. And it's what it is. These things must occur. This is a part of the healing process. This is a part of the spiritual journey. See, people tell you it's all love and light and beautiful and sparkly things and fairy dust and pixie fucking dust. Sometimes it is horrible. And then we got carried away. Let yourself be caught. Let yourself be caught up in the. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. So somebody had to close out a chapter in order for the doors to be open to this return on their investment. Somebody was never going to get this investment as long as they surrounded themselves by people who they felt like they needed to have their opinion about making decisions in their life. But somebody realized that they weren't quite getting there, that they was busting their ass and working hard, but things just weren't working out. Look, walking away from people that betray you. And this is like, yeah, they've been my friends for so long, although they did this or this was a red flag, you know, They've always given me opinions. They may have given me like some wrong advice or lied to me before, but before in the past when we were growing up, they've always given me good advice. But like I said, people got to realize that people grow into completely different people. Period. And this giving me that energy like, nigga made it out the hood type of thing, and now you think you better than the hood. Nah, bruh. This is also like, nigga made it out the hood. You got a lucrative business. When you first started, you was giving all your friends freebies and free this, free that, and giving them discounts and the hookup and all this other stuff. And these people did not support you. And you realize that you had to get away from these people and go around strangers in order for your business to thrive, in order for your dreams to be watered, gardened, planted and cultivated properly, and then thrive. And once you got away from the hood, you realized that it was in fact strangers that invested in you. And this is also what I'm getting about return on investments. People who invested in you for your business to thrive. Because let's keep it 100, bro. You get into a business, especially in the first 5 years. They say most family businesses and self-made businesses, look, bro, 10 of Wands to the 5 of Pentacles. Most starter businesses, or LLCs or 1099 businesses or what have you, they fail within the first 5 years. Typically it's because of poor planning. Typically it's because of bad investments. Typically the main reason is because whenever you get up and you're above people who've been around you, whether you grew up around them, whether family or not, they always want a hookup or a freebie or a fucking handout or a discount. When you are starting your business up, that's when you need the most money. That's when you need the people around you to invest in you the most. And why wouldn't people want to invest in you and pay full price for things to keep you there? So somebody had to walk away from what they usually know, or from a group setting or surrounding or community, in order to make a come up. And they made a come up, and then it's like, motherfuckers think that they better than us, and blah, 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 blah. But somebody had to take a step back, and somebody may have fed into, like people guilt tripping them, like, you too good for the hood, and you done change. Of course you change. You're supposed to. And people who try to make you feel bad about that, those were never your people. You're supposed to root for these people and not, you done changed and stuff. And this person really, and so somebody probably let people keep them like anchored down or bound or never excelling past a certain point. And this is what I'm saying about the financial goal that somebody set. Somebody realized they weren't making their financial goal to have a family, to have a romantic life, because they were always issuing out and giving to people around them, because people tried to guilt trip them into thinking, you think you too good, such and such and such. And somebody probably felt like, if I keep giving to them, then they'll get up to where I am, and then they can stop hounding me, and we can all actually go together. But sometimes in life it just don't work that way. On the men to the roots of stability, look, roots of stability to the 7 of Pentacles to the strength. Somebody invested heavily into something, and it finally paid off. But I think it been paid off in the spiritual realm, because remember, things happen in the spiritual realm. The time works different in the spiritual realm than on the physical. So I'm gonna put this as an example. So you know how when you go to sleep and then you dream, it seems like the dream lasts for like 10 minutes, but you wake up and it's, you don't fucking want to sleep at night. It seems like you've been in a 10 minutes worth of dream, and you wake up and it's early in the damn morning. You're like, damn. That's how spiritual realm works. So what may seem like 10 minutes in a dream may be in the spiritual realm or astral realm, both the same thing. It may be 10 hours in the physical realm. See what I'm saying? Or 10 days, or you catch my drift. Okay. And I think somebody's investment had already paid off. It had just been blocked, or the divine had been blocking it until this person could see for themselves it was time to walk away from what no longer serves them, to make way, like letting go, healing, letting go of the illusions that it's all bad. If you walk in your truth and integrity, or you go after your dreams that are really heartfelt. because you want this. It's like it's right here. It's like something divine dangle something in somebody's face, like, bro, it's obtainable, sis, it's obtainable, it's right here in your face. But you gotta let go, or you have to sacrifice not someone, but you have to let go of something to pave the way or make room for something new, something better, something that you asked for. You've done the hard work, and you may not think it's paying off, but have you taken a look at the fact that it is external factors around you that are blocking your blessings? Because trust me, divine will block your blessings, baby, and I know all too well about that. So now somebody has done it. Somebody has finally worked up the courage to. That's also what I'm getting off strength, courage to walk away from what does not serve them or from what's blocking their blessings. This is like somebody standing at a door open on the other side. They see the house, the kids, the family, the wife, the husband, the career, the money, the vacations, the nice fancy things. And hey, I ain't gonna make nobody feel bad about that. Independence, being able to do what they want to do, being able to move up, being able to root or make a foundation of generational wealth. And it's like they seeing this on the other side of this open door, and it's just like, damn, every time they try to walk through that door, here come a person like, you gonna walk through that door, bro, and you just gonna leave us right here, and you this and you that, and blah 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 blah. And somebody would always be like, the door open, I can see it, it's right there, I know I can get it. I'm just hang on back and keep helping them, and somebody realized that, damn, the door been open this whole time, bro. The only reason why I ain't obtained something is because every time I go to walk through the door, here comes somebody who is meant to hold me back. I gotta walk away. I gotta ignore what external forces say, and I gotta walk through this door. It's sitting right here open. Everything I want is right there, in arm's reach, in 2 steps. It's right there. Why haven't I achieved it yet? It just don't make no sense. Somebody is figuring out that they had to walk away from something. What's on the man? Roots of stability. On the men, dang it, Dwayne. Hey, look, on the men to roots and stability to the Ace of Pentacles. What else we got? 8 of Wands. Somebody went to jail. Eight of Swords. Somebody was waiting to hear. Somebody was sitting on something. Dang, I don't even want to say that. Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Hey, I'm going to say, somebody may have been doing, some unconventional things that they may not be proud of. That could have landed them in jail. And I'm telling you, but by the grace and glory of the Most High, that's what I'm hearing, bro. Somebody scathed. Then we see something unscathed. We definitely seen that. I read that at first. Somebody literally missed. Man, jail missed somebody by a hair, bro. Somebody walked away in the nick of time or something. I'm telling you. King of Wands, 6 of Cups in the reverse. I think I did this read before where I was saying, yep, look, to the 6 of Pentacles, to the 10 of Wands. Somebody, look, to the family, to the Page of Pentacles, somebody didn't. Somebody was going into some type of business venture with another man who wanted them to take their money and invest in something to do with children. This could be like children's charity, heal the children, feed the children, something like that. But the person that was trying to get this person to go into this business contract with them, or someone would like save the children or something, or it could be any type of business. But it was some funny shit going on about kids or something, and somebody was gonna go to jail. Somebody was gonna be the fall guy for something, and somebody definitely was going to go to jail or be sacrificed. And this could be somebody that somebody knew, a mentor, because that's a lot. We're gonna move these down here because I'm gonna clarify this Eight of Swords, because this Ace of Pentacles is like so I got this read before. This is like last year. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords. Bro, somebody was gonna have somebody withdrew, and I'm telling you what I love. Somebody withdrew an investment and they put it somewhere else. Somebody, I don't know how they got wind of this, but somebody is very well aware that whatever investment they made into this business with this other person, it was going to turn out bad and land them in jail. Somebody withdrew their Ace of Pentacles, this investment, and they put it somewhere else, and the return on their investment, it hit big. The World, Ace of Wands. Somebody was going to take the fall, go to jail and take the fall, and somebody dismissed somebody by a hair. I kid you not. This is nothing but the grace and glory of the Most High. Because I keep hearing the grace of God, the glory of God. I keep hearing that. Man, because look, I'm getting like this person invested or was going to invest, and all fingers would have pointed to them. I promise. Eight of Wands. And this would have landed them in jail. Somebody pulled out. I'm telling you. Somebody pulled out of whatever this vicious cycle was just in the nick of time. I kid you not. Give me this. Okay. Look, 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 look. Oh, we have Five of Cups. I'm telling you, Spirit saying somebody ass. Somebody's gonna go to jail and be in hella grief, hella loss. And they blocked this competition or betrayal, bro. This person knew, this person was enlightened to something that had to do with some investment, bro. Six of Pentacles. Something that it was like they was taking the biggest portion of their money and investing in whatever this is. What was it? The Hierophant. This could be a church. This could be a mega church. Or some type of program that a mega church or church was that had going on, something to do with the community. Look. See, somebody seen the red flags and they paid attention. Somebody took a step back and made a decision that they felt like everybody, this is like everybody saying, go ahead and go through with this investment. But somebody took a step back and looked or weighed the consequences. Spirit gave somebody some type of download or message. And they told somebody, Knight of Wands is flighty. This is like bouncing out on your ass. Is also giving me runner energy. Somebody had some type of enlightenment. Somebody could have looked into somebody's background and found out that this person had betrayed other people in the past when it comes to business deals and ventures, and a lot of people had lost out on investments and went to jail because this person threw them under the bus or fingered them or you know. And then we got the Empress, Queen of Cups to Six of Wands. This very well could have been a woman. I'm telling you, something to do with some children. The Empress, Queen of Cups. Six of Wands. But the Seven of Swords to the Seven of Wands to the Four of Cups. Somebody, this has to do with some children, bro. I can't make it up. This has to do with some children. Look, and there go the Sun with a child on the horse. This some type of child, something something to do with children. It's gonna be like a food program, a feeding program. Somebody was also getting government funds. Somebody was gonna get, look, to the justice system. Somebody was gonna get government funds to the Three of Cups, bro. This has something to do with government funds, community government funds, or grants. But if you're getting a grant, why would you have to invest your own money? I guess you would have to invest into the building of it, the structure of it, right? But somebody didn't like how something was going. Somebody was too, with the Knight of Wands, that's giving me flighty. Somebody was too, like, finicky. Somebody moved too finicky for a person. That's the word I'm hearing, finicky. So, somebody walked away from this deal, baby. Because they realized somebody was going to betray them, steal their investments, and then point the finger at them, and they would go to jail and lose not only their investments but their freedom. And they realized that somebody wasn't about the right. Five of Wands to the Two of Swords. Somebody had to take a step back. Look, Five of Wands to the Two of Swords to the Hangman. Somebody had to take a step back and look at something from a different perspective. So, because although it looked good, something didn't sit right with somebody's soul. Something did not sit right within somebody. Somebody took a step back regardless of what everybody else was saying. Somebody feel like that they always listen to other people, that maybe it's time to put on their big girl or big boy britches and make decisions on their own. And somebody seen something the way, in how somebody was moving or the people around them was moving, bro, and called judgment on this shit. Which left somebody out in the Five of Pentacles after this person cut off a community. This is a community church, bro. I can't make it up. And this freed them from legal trouble. I'm trying to tell you, this freed them from being thrown under the bus when it comes to police. I'm telling you. And somebody also was doing magic on this person's money. We got the Magician, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Get set up too. Like, why am I getting like it's a female involved in this that was going to, yeah, the Hermit, the Empress, Queen of Cups, the Lovers. There's a female that this person was dealing with who was like forcing this person's hand or trying to convince them that this was the way to go, but behind closed doors, bro, she was doing some dirty underhanded shit. This is like in somebody's ear telling them invest in this, put money in this, do this, do that. And this don't have to be a romantic or actual lover situation. This just be a friend. This could be a family member, a aunt. Why am I hearing aunt? King of Pentacles. Knowing this person was a King of Pentacles, bro. The Devil, King of Wands. There's a feminine working with this person telling them how to invest their money, but she was doing, and this don't happen when I get the Magician. It don't naturally. The Magician with the Two of Pentacles, I'm getting also that this is like taking a person's money and giving it to somebody else so somebody could put it into some type of shell or fake or phony account, and then frame this King of Pentacles, this person for it. It could be a King of Pentacles, King of Wands, or both, or neither, or I don't know. Yep, somebody moved on from a contract. I told you. I got the King of Pentacles, the Devil to the King of Wands. Yep, this person moved on from a contract, a strong partnership. This, where I'm telling you, somebody's gonna sacrifice this person and watch shit go down. Watch this person take the fall for everything. But whatever inside scoop somebody got from an Empress, Queen of Cups, Lovers, because there's a Queen of Wands here that is separate from this Queen of Cups, Empress, Queen of Cups, Lovers. There's a Queen of Swords. There was a third party that has something to do with some type of kids. I'm going to clarify this. could be like a group home too. And somebody was doing some shady shit with some kids. There's Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles. So this man was not aware. Look, and then the Sun again, the Empress, the Lovers, the High Priestess, the Four of Cups. Somebody don't want somebody to see something about Seven of Pentacles, what they were truly investing in that was gonna lay them to rest. The Magician. That's also giving me death magic too. We're trying to end somebody. Somebody got some shady people around them. Let me get more on this. I heard some shit was questionable. I heard accident and avoided. The Moon, Ace of Wands. Somebody was doing hella magic, bro, to Five of Pentacles, somebody. Somebody was doing magic to keep somebody from seeing what was being done in the dark. High Priestess, Eight of Swords. Somebody was going to take the fall for this, for Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Seven of Wands, and then Two of Swords in the reverse. Somebody was unblocked from an obstacle that they was finna go through, that they was finna lose out on everything that they worked hard for. I'm telling you, Four of Swords. Yep, the Lovers. Somebody could have been in a relationship with somebody, or a hierophant. Somebody was married to somebody who they invested in some type of, could be a church or group home or community center or something of some type, where they was getting government grants. Bro, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, collective, I'm back. So, anywho, dang, I just lost it. Why did I do that? Forgive me, collective. I was gonna get my water and smoke. So what I'm getting from this, y'all, and this is before I even pull these cards. Yep, 10 of Wands. So what I'm getting is that somebody had some type of program for children. Let's say some type of community program for children. This could be like an after-school program. This could be a community center. This could be a community center that was funded through a church. There is a masculine here. This could be two masculines, because I definitely picked up on two masculines with a common denominator of a feminine Queen of Wands. Or Empress, take this as a, no, because she didn't come out in the reverse. Look, burden, look, 10 of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune to the Emperor. Yeah. So this is about an Emperor. And we know that's all kings. Who was connecting this man, who connected this man to an outside source, like a mentor or something, to help them build some type of community, children's program. This could be an after-school program, a church, children's camp, or something like that. And this man that was hooked up. Whoever the investor is that's getting a return on investment, whoever he is, there's a feminine that's in the middle. This could be a lover, a marriage, or wife, or this could be a family member of some kind, someone through marriage, I'm hearing, take it as it resonates, that hooked him up with an investor, or what he thought was an investor, somebody to go in with him, or that knew how to do something. And this man was giving or going to invest his own hard-earned money into what this is. But what he don't know, or what he wasn't aware of initially, was that whoever this person he was going to go in business with, it was a setup between this woman and the mentor person, whoever this other investor is, this dirty motherfucker. This person was getting government grants, or going to get, they were applying for government grants behind this man's back. Listen. And this man thinking he giving up money or investing in this man was investing or making deposits also into some type of account. But this money was, this account was Six of Swords. Yep, this account also was linked to an offshore account. So every time he put money into this account, he was getting receipts. Because somebody worked at the bank with this shit too, bro. This is crazy. Somebody worked at the bank on this shit. When he would make deposits, even though what he was depositing, I'm hearing it was good chunks of change, was being funneled to an offshore account that was set up by this middle woman and this other man. The bank teller, whoever it was, they would give him receipts like his money had been accumulating, like it was still sitting there in there, when in fact it was just being transferred into an offshore account automatically. And at the same time that he was doing this woman and this other man, they were applying for government grants in this man's name, where it was only his name on it. They were applying. There's got to be a woman that knows this man or has his information, that, bro, and they were applying for government grants in this man's name and getting government grants for what this community project was supposed to be. But they were also funneling or stealing them grants. This man, the investor, he was fully unaware of these government grants, because you know when you do government grants, you have to, you know, I don't want to get all the way into it, but you have to use that money for specific purposes. That money has to be allocated specifically to the building or construction of whatever this program is, food and things like that, because you got your different grants that go for that are for like health supplies and stuff like that, grants that are particularly for kids, grants that are for the food park program of the whatever this is, grants that's for the reconstruction or remodeling or whatever have you of the structure where this is supposed to be, right? Yeah, this was some kind of like community program where they was like almost like a YMCA program, and they were gonna have like a boxing ring and stuff for the kids, kickboxing or something like that. Man, they was gonna take them out on like to the beach maybe. I'm not even getting beach, maybe to the lake or something like that. They was gonna take them hang gliding, all kinds of trips like that. And this man was investing money with this mentor or whoever this other investor was, or investor with air quotes, not knowing that all the money he was investing, his hard-earned money, was being funneled out onto an offshore account. And at the same time, this middle woman and this other man, they were getting grants for like food, for like field trips, for like health and safety, for certain classes, and they weren't using it for that. They were stealing this grant money, and they put this man's name on it, on the grants, and he had no idea. And something about the way somebody moved told this man to walk away, or he was going to be in a 10 of Swords. And he walked away. And the moment that he walked away, this could be where he got a return on all his money that he invested into this. He got that back and then some, maybe through a lawsuit also. But it could be where this wasn't the only, this is because I'm getting this person is a wise investor, so maybe he don't invest all his money or funds into just one thing. He looks at different avenues, and maybe somewhere where he maybe didn't think that he would get an investment back, he hit big or something, got a huge return on his investment on something that he thought would be small, or that would take a while for him to see a return on. And it came, but it would not come until he walked away from whatever this is. allow the shit that people do here at 104. Give me more about this investment that this man made. Because that's definitely what I'm getting. And man, this man walked away, and I think he was pretty stressed out about what to do next. About what to do next. And man, he hit big, 10 of Pentacles on something. His work that he invested in, bro. That healed whatever money problems that he had, I'm telling you. And he still get to pursue whatever this is, but now he can pursue. It's like starting a business where you're not dependent on investors or friends and stuff like this, where instead you're gonna go and take the money and invest in starting a family that you can build a loyal legacy with, that you can build loyalty, roots of stability with, generational wealth with. That sometimes you got to step out on a limb and make your own family, make your family of loyalty what you want a family to look like, that you know can carry on a legacy. And there go the Hierophant. And somebody made a decision of sound judge, mind, body, and soul, baby, about an Empress. We got the Hierophant to the Hangman to the Empress. Who is the person in the middle that set these two up? Ace of Swords. Somebody who knew the truth. Ace of Swords. Dang. Somebody who knew the truth and was watching and sat back and watched this all go down or set this up. Because we got 9 of Cups to the Page of Swords. This woman was very well aware of what was going on. Give me more. Who is this with the Page of Swords? Who's watching? Thank you. Or who are they watching? The King of Pentacles. Or this could be a King of Pentacles that's watching somebody after finding out the truth. Or this is a King of Pentacles that watched somebody how they was moving. Because somebody did something to move finicky as fuck, bro. And it made whoever this man that was investing his money, whoever he is, he's seen somebody move funny, act weird, something in his gut didn't sit right, and he decided to watch this person. He decided to watch this person, and he found out the truth. Yep, because this may be an earth sign or somebody with earth placements. He was the public face of whatever this was. That's why he was going to go down for it. Somebody could have, this other person, this crooked ass investor, air quotes, he could have been just somebody who connected this man's money to big people or to people who he thought was big. Give me more on this King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles? The Sun, Leo energy, the Emperor. This could have been a father figure. Give me more on the Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. To the 8 of Cups. This is the mentor. This Emperor, I don't know. We finna see. So, one of these men is the scam artist, a scam artist, and one of these men is the upright investor. Whoever the scam artist is, he wanted this man to go down so he can move in on his twin flame. King of Wands, 4 of Wands. Who does this pertain to? 6 of Cups, soulmate. I'm telling you, this Emperor was doing this to get this man up out of the way. This King of Pentacles out of the way. This Emperor energy. He could be a Taurus. He was trying to get, we got 2 earth signs here, or 2 people with 2 earth placements. This is like where people have the same proclivities or same you know, visions, or so they thought, where they see eye to eye. That's what I'm getting from the sun between these two, where they see eye to eye, where it seemed like that they had the same bright ideas. But this woman in the middle, she fed all this information to this emperor, because ultimately he was trying to 10 of swords this King of Pentacles. Somebody is a King of Wands for one, to get his soulmate. To get his soulmate that he had passion for. King of Wands, 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups. Yep, to the 9 of Pentacles, bro, to the lovers. Man, somebody, oh, baby. That'd be a lot. I don't know why I didn't get my dark little tarot out. This woman that's in the middle, baby. This woman, she ain't came out no more. Give me more on this woman. Ten of Wands. I don't know who this woman is. Somebody close? This could very well be a family member who's seen this man going into a different direction or going towards his soulmate and obstructed his path and told him, won't you get more money, because she didn't want this man going towards his soulmate. And then she paired up with a scam artist mentor, so to speak, who had connections. This is actually what I'm getting, who had connections to 10 of Swords. This man, throw him under the bus and make him take the fall for a scam. That way this man can move in on this King of Pentacles soulmate twin flame. Give me more on the Emperor. I want to find out which is which. The Emperor. Yep, 8 of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. Give me the King of Pentacles. Well, dang. Look, the King of Pentacles. So it could be the King of Pentacles who went towards the Emperor. Page of Wands. We got 5 of Swords in the reverse. Unblocked emotions with the Page of Wands. Unblocked communications. Bro, that's some weird 2 of Wands. Okay. Lord, this King of Pentacles is somebody that was rejected. Let me clarify. Look, the Hermit is in the reverse. The Hermit in the reverse. Yep, 7 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody was holding man. Okay, well shit now. Yep, 5 of Wands. Somebody was withholding this King of Pentacles, because I already know I didn't like his energy. It's the King of Pentacles right here. Somebody that appears to be a King of Pentacles who didn't want this Emperor to get some type of inside scoop about how he was in the way of a divine feminine. That's what it was. Because he knew, somebody knew this King of Pentacles knew this Emperor. Because the Queen of Pentacles very well could be this woman in the middle. Page of Pentacles. This is giving me enlightenment on money or enlightenment about a gift that somebody gave. So this Emperor has this is a divine masculine. He has a divine feminine. They probably girlfriend, boyfriend. He probably was considering marrying this woman, but only after he got his money right. So he focused solely on his career and not on love, which kind of left her up for grabs. Maybe this King of Pentacles, I'm thinking, moved in on this woman, or is an ex of this woman, or wanted a shot with this woman, and this woman turned him down. This King of Pentacles felt like this Emperor was the reason why this woman, divine feminine, turned him down. So he worked with this Emperor and a female that's close to this Emperor. He worked with the female that's close to this Emperor to pull off some type of scam to get this emperor locked up or framed for the scam, so he could get him out the way and get this divine feminine. He didn't want this emperor ever know in some type of inside scoop. He didn't want this emperor. This King of Pentacles didn't want this emperor to know that he was rejected by this not Queen of Wands. I was going to say Queen of Wands. It could be a Queen of Wands. He was rejected by this emperor's divine feminine. Or that. Yep, he was rejected, and this burdened him. This pissed him off. He withheld a lot of information about knowing this man's empress. Or this empress, divine feminine. Take it how it resonates. Give me more on the King of Pentacles. Show me more on this wild ass nigga. Somebody's name could be Perry. Or Perry is significant. Yep. Look, and then it came out. 4 Wands is in the reverse. Look, to the King of Wands in the reverse. Now it's coming out in the reverse. He was gonna steal this man's destiny. He was trying to do all kinds of other stuff too to make this masculine. I don't know if he did it or was successful in it, but anyways, King of Wands in the reverse, 4 Wands in the reverse. The Devil. And the Devil. Because it's possible that, yep, the Lovers to the Knight of Cups. Look, it's possible. Look, man, look. Somebody is a false twin. Somebody is a real twin. That's what's going on here. A false twin was rejected, and somebody walked away from him. He went and got in business or got close to a divine feminine's actual twin to throw him under the bus and get him out the way so he could try to weasel his way back in to a divine feminine that rejected him or walked away from him. This man is demonic as hell, wicked. He could be a warlock. King of Wands is in the reverse. He could be a warlock that do a lot of devil sex magic or devil sex bonfire worshiping magic with other women. And one of these women was a woman that was close to this emperor, who hooked him up with this man, who had connections. And I said in the beginning, opportunities being right there, but somebody may not have been so confident. This emperor, he wasn't always in this emperor energy. He could have very well been in a page energy where he was a page of pentacles at first, like needed other people who were maybe older than him, or maybe he felt like were more enlightened or had more experience with this field of work or line of work or investments, where he needed outside influences and connections or just guidance, or what he thought was guidance, although he had a clear idea and vision of what it is that he wanted. He maybe just felt like that he didn't have enough, he wasn't well equipped with enough knowledge also. Yeah, Page of Pentacles to the Hangman. He wasn't well equipped enough with enough knowledge on whether or not the decision that he was making was right. But it's like all this man had to do was go within and realize that he had all the answers. All he had to do was connect to his higher self, ask his spirit team, and he dodged a bullet right here, baby. Because I don't know why I don't like this King of Pentacles in this deck. I promise I'm going to put a bad thing on him. Because if you look close, look at this man. That man looked evil. And this man withheld the fact that he wanted this man divine feminine. I heard he put him through a maze of problems, or going through like a maze, jumping through over or through a lot of hoops. Man, okay. Also, there's something about this bank account that this emperor was investing his money into or putting money in There's something about a statement, some statements or something that this bank teller wasn't getting. Something weird happened with this bank teller or this bank. Something with a statement where this emperor realized that this King of Pentacles was not matching his investments too. Or some money came up missing. Or this King of Pentacles did something weird with this bank account that made this emperor take a step back. This could be, look, something with the police, the Chariot. Or that stopped this man from moving forward. This man seen something weird. Man, what? It could have been that the police question, let me see. Knight of Wands. This emperor was approached by the police, bro, concerning this King of Pentacles, about some type of brothel. About some type of brothel. Man, they was gonna set him up and have him looking like he was running a child trafficking ring through it, that he was trying to cover up under this community program, bro. But it was really this King of Pentacles. Give me the Knight of Wands, bro. Look, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands to the Two of Cups. That he was a lover of children. The Hierophant is here. That he was, bro. Give me this King of Wands in the reverse. This King of Pentacles wanted this emperor to look like a King of Wands in the reverse, and that Four of Wands in the reverse. See these rabbits on here? That he was a lover of children. Baby, the Star. Hierophant to the Star. And man, the King of Wands in the reverse to the Star. Somebody painted a negative picture. Baby, why am I getting a Crime Stopper anonymous phone call or tip or something, and the police approached this emperor? This emperor got some connections with the police force, or somebody in the police force that came towards him and told him that he was, that some information, bank statements came in about him contracting with some dirty ass people about some child X trafficking. I'm telling you. Man, I'm telling you, Three of Pentacles, this is giving me work. This is giving me worker. Eight of Swords. Look, I'm telling you, right, baby. Three of Pentacles to the Eight of Swords. Whoever he was contracted with. Three of Swords to the Eight of Swords to the Eight of Wands. I see what that sacrifice was. I was going to leave it out. Five of Pentacles. Baby. Give me the Chariot. Three of Swords is in the reverse. Bro, they had this man in all kinds of organ trafficking, harvesting from children and ex-trafficking children. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I don't know who this woman is. She will not come out. And then we got Six of Cups. Told you. King of Swords is in the reverse. And then they go to the Queen of Pentacles. She is the culprit behind whatever this is. I'm going to do my Panther Oracle. Yeah, because she was trying to keep some type of plush, lavish life, but she was trying to keep it on the low of how she was going to do this. Because they was show funneling money, this man money. They was stealing this man money and sending it to an offshore account and was giving him fake bank statements. and I'm getting something about the police approached him about something concerning some kids, or even arrested him, and he was able to produce bank statements that were different from the bank statements that were given to the police by this Queen of Pentacles and by this King of Pentacles, because they in fact are lovers. This King and Queen of Pentacles, they came out in the upright, but they are not in the upright. Somebody is a greedy, gold digging ass witch. And see, she ain't came out no more on the table. Remove her cloak. We ain't even doing that. Put her back on the table. Bring that energy back. Queen of Pentacles. Unprofessional. Or a professional that found that she was not so professional. This woman do this for a living with this King of Pentacles. Profession in the reverse. Give me the Queen of Pentacles. What was she not professional at? Something that she did was real tacky. And it had to do with these bank statements. Look, collaboration. Compromise in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Because this is a baby mama or a wife or an ex or something. Somebody that this man could have lived with, who they were invested into this with. And because he wouldn't make a compromise as far as like have her living a plush, lavish life. I told y'all this could have been a marriage. This man was invested with her and she wanted to live a certain life, and he wasn't willing to give her the money that he got a windfall of some money, and he wasn't willing to give her what she wanted to keep her living a plush, lavish life, because it was like, rituals, origin, rituals on this man's vow. Somebody entered into a contract, bro, adventure. Somebody said that this man was trafficking kids. This woman that he was married to she wanted to curse him or curse a marriage. Curse him from ever being able to go into a marriage, because this is like a wife situation where she want alimony, but she want way more than what is really due to her, or he ain't willing to give her alimony or something. And I don't know the whole situation into that. And she knew he was going towards another woman, his divine feminine. This could be where these two were separated, and maybe he had provided for her so long as he didn't really have like a serious relationship, knowing that he wanted to focus on his money and career. Look, adventure again. Privacy, separate, online community to the explore, passion, travel. Somebody said that this man was a perv. Gain, self-love, libation, blind. Somebody said that this man was like putting stuff in the food and drinks of these kids and stuff to take advantage of them. I kid you not. Call him a traveling pervert. I cannot make it up. And also somebody got fake accounts of this man, like soliciting actual things from children, but it's not really him, because their goal was for people not to see this man in a good light, or this divine feminine. Yep. When it came to this man's wealth, investment, mega project. This is like a situation where two people married and they separated, and this man may pay this person a monthly alimony or something, and this woman wanted to drain this man's pocket so he wouldn't go towards a divine feminine or his actual soulmate, because she knew, of course, women in that position have to realize that when men go into new connections, they have to be able to provide everything, or most men want to provide what the new connection needs, a new relationship needs. And so this woman set this man up. So not only will he not have money, but he wouldn't have no money, nor have freedom to be able to go towards this divine feminine. And then she could send in this King of Pentacles with all this man's money towards his divine feminine. And now somebody is disturbed. Somebody is in court fighting against something. Disturbance says obscure, irritation, supernatural. Protest says inadequacy, sue, attention. Yeah, I'm telling you, she was messed up because she was not going to be able to live a plush, lavish life. Inadequacy and sue. She was trying to sue this man for more alimony, and he protested against that. It brought the wrong attention to her because she would, of course, look like the culprit, but that's why she thought she was being slick by going to this King of Pentacles and giving him some type of offer to set this man up with some type of scams. Yeah, this bitch was wearing a mask because all she was is a gold digger. I can't make it up. And she thought she was going to get good news and gain something if she robbed this man of his freedom. But evidence has been produced, and that's them bank statements, bro, which allowed this man to keep calm, because I think this man was in some shit until he produced them bank statements. I'm hearing that he has multiple copies of the bank statements, and he's seen the fluctuation when the police approached him about something. He whatever bank statements that he produced was different. The bank statements had been altered. They were different from what the police had. But the bank statements that this emperor had the bank teller's signature on it. Indulgence, mask, and sweet dreams. I'm telling you, somebody is a greedy asshole. All they wanted was somebody to support them. That's it. Indulgence, greedy ass, mask, deceptive ass gold digger, who thought that they were going to be able to have comfortable, lazy days and be supported and taken care of by this man forever, until they realized, she became stressed out, realized that this man had come into contact with his divine feminine and was going to invest everything into starting a new life with this divine feminine. Man, she knew she was going to lose out. She felt like she was going to be in grief. This is giving me Five of Pentacles energy. So good news. This man, I'm telling you, good news says encouragement, miracle, surprise. I'm telling you, this man escaped whatever this is by a hair. Miracle. Only God. I keep hearing, but God. The glory to God. And now this woman is stressed out. She's stressed out. Because she know what she did. It said, Libation says donation, religion, and pray. This man was stressed out, and he prayed about this because he was unaware that this woman was this vicious. Give me blind. Well, damn. Accident, danger. Yep. See, accident and gold. Gold says purpose. Accident says danger, caution, injury. The purpose of this all was to put this man in danger, or for this man to take caution. And he did just that. Yep, because somebody was coached. Somebody gave... Scandalous. Give me more on this Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles. Justice and self-love. Justice says equality, neutrality, and logic. This man used a logical mind. Self-love, self-concern, self-healing, independence. Give me more on the self-love, because I'm hearing that a judge had to recuse. There was probably a divorce going on. It was a divorce going on. And a judge had to recuse him or herself from this case. Yep. There's a judge that had to recuse themselves. If you don't know what recuse is, please look it up. and another judge was appointed that had a neutral point of view and thought with logic and upright in the heart, truth and clarity, and with all the facts. And this judge seen that this emperor loved himself too much, and he was healing, and that he was independent, and the only reason why this woman was doing this, or why this came about, was because this Queen of Pentacles, she will not come out on the board. This is sneaky, hoe. Give me more on the Queen of Pentacles. Loneliness, dullness, disappointment. She ended up disappointed because whoever this new judge is saw that this man loved himself too much, or loved his life too much, in order to go down this route. And that this Queen of Pentacles was the one behind some shit, and she was trying to isolate this man, and then trying to act like she wasn't behind the scenes causing conflict, or act like she wasn't a bitter ass Betty. Look, family in the reverse, because they was getting a divorce. And she wanted to dominate over his money. I can't make it up. She wanted to dominate him so she could have everything of her dreams, vacations, and long layouts in the sun on a sandy beach type of shit, right? So she formed an alliance with this King of Pentacles. And they, look, coach to the origin, baby. I'm telling you, it's been traced back to this woman. How she was collaborating with this King of Pentacles. Coach says advice, obedience, knowledge. Origin says initiation, creativity, vitality. Somebody coached this woman or this King of Pentacles on what to do. Did this King of Pentacles approach the Divine Feminine? Because mind you, she ain't even came out on the board. Did she did? She did. Yep, look. Coach, origin, curse. And curse says hate and misfortune, catastrophe. Yep, but things are going, somebody tried to curse what this man planned on doing with his wealth. Yep, to go into some type of reunion. She knew that a reunion was going to happen this lifetime with this emperor and his empress, Divine Feminine. Take it as it resonates. And what he was going to do with his wealth when he got the return on his investment. She knew this. She was very well knew, and she was not a sweetheart. Or she didn't want this man to be seen as a good person, so she had him look like some type of Pete 3D. So he could go to jail, bro. I can't make this shit up. So he could go to jail, confinement, and be stressed out. That way, he would only be able to move forward with third wheels, didn't give a damn about his background, baby. So this woman could live in lavish, get her wish fulfillment, and live a lavish life, and get everything she desired by causing a natural disaster to this man's true blessing. But she didn't want, now she don't want to hear that she's going to be persecuted. She is being persecuted. She didn't want to hear that this man was going towards a blessing. It would be a natural disaster for her. And she felt like she was going to be suffering in darkness and stuff. And now she's sorry because she did some type of rituals on this person's friends and gave them gifts. Because this King of Pentacles very well could have been somebody that this emperor knew. But, you know, we know how those things go. Yeah, she knew this man was going into this connection and was going to give a big gift, was ready or prepared to give a gift. And this could be a gift of marriage, but the divorce, yep, and ready to be kind or be giving to someone else in a marriage. Or this woman tried to bully this because of her pride and ego of wanting to live a lavish lifestyle. She wanted to bully this man in a marriage for his money and cause him nothing but endings. Homeless, poor, make him lose everything. Five of Pentacles to his luck. But no, because of his luck, he kept calm and loved himself because he had his eyes set on eternal love. See, this is what I'm talking about. This judge took a bribe to gain something. That's why this judge had to be recused from this. Because somebody knows that this man was a good person and that a trap was this was a trap set out for him, man, and somebody pissed off because bro. Somebody is in a mental prison also. Imagination to the saving. Variety, fantasy, mind in the reverse. I'm telling you, somebody tried to make this man seem like a sick. So whoever he would try to go into a commitment with would hesitate and feel like that they would be binded to somebody terrible after they find out, live and learn, find out this man's background. So they can stop anybody from ever loving or caring for this man. But this man knew. Also, this emperor was already suspicious of this other woman. This giving me a situation where two people is like married and they separate and they may have invested in businesses together. And it's like, oh, this person wouldn't do that. And we've been broken up for this long and I've been with this person and that person. Yeah, but what you men need to realize, what you women need to realize also is that it'd be cool if you dating somebody, but the moment that and the exes be cool with it. They don't be messed up. You know, it seems like y'all getting along very well, but the moment that you run into your divine counterpart is your other pair of eyes, and they will see things that you don't typically see with family, with friends, with people you collaborate with, the people that you work and contract with, people that, you know, and they would see something, and not only that, it would give them a 10 of Pentacles. It would bring forth y'all, you know, divine abundance by being together and stuff, right? And this woman wanted to, so she knew this, and she wanted to milk this man for more money, but he wasn't willing to give her that, because she thought this is like giving something where she tried to she went into court and requested more alimony. And this is the crazy part also. This emperor, he wasn't aware that this woman in the middle was the one that hooked him, that sent this King of Pentacles towards him. He wasn't aware of their connection. That's what that is. Because I'm like, well, why would anybody ask an ex anything like that when it comes to their business moves and stuff like that? Because he wasn't aware that this King of Pentacles approached this emperor solely on his own. Through work. Somewhere they work together. So the emperor would not see or not get wind that this Queen of Pentacles is the one that sent this King of Pentacles this emperor's way. Dang. People. Oh. Y'all some evil motherfuckers out here, bro. She wanted this woman wanted this man to appear like loose with his Peter Whacker and sleep with anybody and sexually immoral and, you know, a dog ass nigga, and had a fetish, some type of P3DO fetish for underage people and things like that. Like, this woman tried to do all kinds of stuff, bro. But I don't see how I don't know what the clauses are when you get alimony and your spouse or your ex-spouse or the person paying you alimony goes to jail. I'm not sure what the clause is for that, but maybe she was going to get all his money or his investments was going to be returned. She knew some type of he was going to get a return on some investment. I'm hearing she been hiding all kind of shit. This man didn't know that he had been got a return on some investment. Been got it. But it wasn't until he walked away that he found out about some money, a return on his investment that he been got, that this woman was hiding from him. How she got a hold to his mail? Probably they still married. And see, this is the thing with these separations, baby. I mean, you know, I ain't want to talk because I ain't never been married, never. But the thing with separations is you separate it. You not like, no, name's probably still the same. She probably still got his last name and everything. So this woman was probably able to go and intercept this man's mail. some kind of way. And got wind that this man got a big return back on his fucking investment. I'm telling you, she did not want this man to get in contact with his twin flame. They were stealing this man money, having him invested. Man, they had the bank teller in on it and stuff. And this man very well was approached by the police. Or he knows somebody in the police force who he had look into something. This woman, all she cared about was the money. What type of life she gonna live off of somebody else's investments and hard work? Ugh. Y'all hoes is pathetic, bro. I'm gonna say what needs to be said. Y'all hoes be pathetic out here. You cannot be this pathetic. This be the thing, bro. This is the thing with me. Cause baby, this burns me the fuck up. Bitch, how somebody already paying you alimony that you probably don't even deserve based off of the trifling shit you did right here? You don't even deserve this fucking alimony. But let's say somebody is generous enough to make sure that you live in a plush, lavish enough life. But you want it all. You want more. You don't want you don't want his new woman that he go towards, his actual soulmate, divine feminine, to look no better than you. Right? Because you want to always keep the door open for you to always probably go to this man and get what you want up out of him. And if a divine feminine come in, you know that shit is out the door, and your alimony is going to go down when this person goes into a new partnership or a new marriage, because I believe that that's how that works, especially when a divorce is finalized, right? Of course, the divorce will be finalized. So you don't want us to sign divorce papers, try to keep the money like that. Then that don't work, then the person probably actually divorce you. But in the meantime, while divorce is probably going through the courts and the paperwork and the process and all that stuff, you go up to the post office and you get this man's mail intercepted. You get this man's mail intercepted to see what he got coming in and out. And this woman got a hold to some type of return investment statement or something from a bank account or something that said that his investment returned and it was big. And then she started asking this man for more money and stuff. He may not even be aware that he got a return on his investment, or he got a return on his investment and he was keeping it quiet, and he didn't know that this woman intercepted his mail and got wind of that money. So she started asking for more money, and that probably is what raised some more eyebrows and stuff, because in the meantime, there's a King of Pentacles that approached this Emperor, and I can mentor you, I got a lot of connections, blah 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 blah. You know, I heard you was a good investor and all this and this and that. And this man probably was like, okay, well, yeah, you seem like you know what he's talking about, and you know, I'm going to go ahead and invest more of my money, you know, focus on my career, make sure I get as much as I need so I can pay this whole alimony and you know, and take care of my new family and wife or whatever the case may be. And the whole time they setting this man up, and this woman knows about this man's investment. Here she come in asking for more and more money, and he's starting to look at her like, you know, I'm investing in a business and I'm trying to get this and blah, 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 blah. He not knowing that he thinking he the only one that knows about the return on his investment. This woman intercepted his mail some kind of way. And then he started getting suspicious, like, why is she asking me for all this money? Why is she, like, she probably don't know about my divine feminine. She don't know I got a return on my investment. Why all of a sudden she started to ask me for all this money unless she know about my divine feminine that I'm trying to go towards or be with or whatever. Then he turned around and looked like, does she know about my money too? My investment? My return on my investment? Made him take a step back and look at something. And I think this man went to the police. He went to some type of authority, somebody he knows that works in the police field or detective field, private investigator, something like that. And not only did the private investigator or somebody come back and let him know that this Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles were linked, but that there was some funny shit going on with the money, the business, the investments, and grants and all this other stuff. Yep. And he was able to catch this shit just in time, take a step back. And then, I don't know if they got a divorce or not, but shit, take it as it resonates. that bonfire. So, collective, I'm going to leave that there. And we are going to call it a night. I release y'all with love and light. And no matter what you do, please make sure not to follow the crowd. Define yourself like I define me, because I am Shay, the dual alchemist. Let's call my energy back from that read. Yeah, y'all, somebody is weird. Y'all, I'm seeing that symbol. You know that Disney symbol they was talking about, where it indicates whether they like young boys or young girls or whatever, and it's in all the Disney movies as a symbol. Why did I just see that? Somebody definitely was trying to get this man caught up for some crazy crap like that. That's just crazy. So, call that my energy. Now release my energy, the energies that I picked up off this table that I no longer need, or that no longer serves my highest good. Release, cleanse, purify, renew. Bro, this world is, I don't know if it's by the day, but motherfuckers is getting crazier by the day. This shit is getting crazier by the day. Anyways, collective, have a good night. I'll see y'all later on the next read. This dumb button always does this. Pay me no mind, collective, because we know I'm dingy, so